Tell me about inspiration and the creativity in Hollywood.
Inspiration and
Creativity.
creativity. I thought this was an interview about Hollywood.
Well, it's no more complicated than old French torture chambers, I think. It's about as simple as that.
Come see my closet. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. 3 or 4 of the best things I've ever done are just sitting there on a shelf.
As Peter Stone, the screenwriter, said one time, he was sitting in an office with the studio head, the director, and the star and the producer. And of the 5 people in the room, he was the only one without script approval.
It seems to me it's the hardest thing because you're starting from nothing and creating something. Everybody else is interpreting what you've written. Everybody else is an interpretive artist, even the best of them. Stanley Kubrick was an interpretive artist. The best actors in the world are interpreting what's on the page. They may use it as a springboard to something else, but if it's not there, there's nothing to spring from. So the writer is the only person who's taking absolutely nothing and 120 pages of it and dirtying it up in such a way that it's going to gross hundreds of millions of dollars and make a lot of people happy.
It's certainly difficult. It's obviously painful at times. I mean, it's obviously lonely, but there's a huge, huge amount of satisfaction. I think one of the things that's sort of most appealing about it is that you get to see the perfect version of the movie in your head. I mean, there's something, people don't really realize this. They think that screenwriting is the non-visual part of the process, but it's a very, very visual job. You're really imagining something that's going to happen in front of you on a screen, and because it hasn't been shot yet, it's perfect. You know, there haven't been any compromises. You get to go to the movie in your head, and as such, you're the only person who may get to ever see a perfect version of it. And so you get to disappear into a world of a movie, and that's a very thrilling thing, and it's a really wonderful act of self-expression.
I never knew anybody who ever got a Writers Guild card who didn't have a hard time when somebody said, "What do you do for a living?" saying, "I'm a writer." Your voice always catches on a writer. I think it takes about 14 years to not have the catch in your voice if you're very aggressive. It takes longer if you're not. Because you know, so many of us have dreamt about it forever as a dream that could not be realized.